Top of the top. What's up, everybody? We are back live on YouTube. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see everybody this morning. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Shout out to everybody catching this live, everybody in the replay. Shout out to the new members. Shout out to everybody from day one. People that hit the like button, leave comments. We're just gonna jump into it. We're gonna have a positive day. It's the summer. We here. We just gonna talk about it, y'all, because it's not bad for everybody. It's not our fault that we have struggled and survived like good times. We have made it. We have struggled. But now it's their turn to struggle. They can tap dance. They can do 1,000 interviews a day. They can keep talking to their friends. But guys, nobody cares. Nobody believes them. And everybody knows the truth. It's this thing called fact checking. It's called people have a high IQ. It's called people connect dots, and it's called people are very internet savvy. So I told you guys, man, I don't want to keep repeating stuff, but what can I say, man? We knew this thing been over, but what we didn't know was they all have been doing the same thing. Let me finally tell y'all what happened. You remember how everybody laughed at Kanye because he was taking them losses and Kanye this, and guess what? They was all doing the same exact thing Kanye was doing. But like I said, if you had a members only, you would get it. We'll leave that part alone. No, they all been going through the same exact thing. It's just that Kanye took his losses outright. Diddy took his losses outright, but other people have been hiding it. Floyd Mayweather is straight cap, y'all. We have a lot of facts on Floyd. Like I said, y'all, boom. I'm not one of the people that was running around quick to say Floyd broke, because I ain't gonna lie. At first, I'm looking at it like, 50 of them trolling, he getting trolled. Man, Floyd ain't broke. Meaning, I didn't feed into it, because I'm like, this always happens, you know. Him and 50 they go back and forth, so I'm not paying no mind. But as time go on, and I'm starting to, because the truth is also, y'all, once certain boxers stop, like that whole Floyd era, I never took that era serious for boxing, me personally. So honestly, y'all, I never cared what Floyd got going on. I didn't keep up with him. I wasn't on his Instagram. I never, Gil said, if he got a fight, if I catch it, I'll catch it. But I never was a Floyd fan like that. But I watched a lot of y'all be Floyd fans. So that's why I didn't cover this Floyd stuff. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But when I really said, let me pay attention to this. Because once I heard certain names that's powerful, I was like, nah, this is something different. No, this for real. So I went and did my homework. And then I've been able to see some of the things Floyd been perpetrating about. And not only that, y'all. No. We about to go back into something. That whole thing with Mayweather can't read, I believe all that stuff now. Floyd was dealing with some people. I'm going to say this about Floyd. My opinion, he always been in contracts. Even when he was making all that money, he still had people over him. And now I look at it like at the end, they paying his butt back. Yes, they paying him back. I look at it like this. All the people that let Floyd get over are the same ones doing them in. Also, we're going to look at throughout the years in these stories, Floyd was being finessed play by play by play. It's like this. I got you my rich friend on one side. You got all this money. But I'm the same one to tell you, yo, my other friend, he got some nice jewelry for sale. Meanwhile, me and my other homeboy, we got the jewelry prices jacked up. We already got it planned out what we going to sell you. You don't know nothing. You ain't going to no scale. You ain't going to get it appraised. And we pull up on you, Floyd, yo, these diamonds worth this. These chains worth that. Meanwhile, Floyd overpaying for stuff. That's why when he going to the scales or he trying to sell stuff, it ain't worth what he paid for. He was getting, I already know what's happening to him. He was getting finessed so many ways, y'all. Yes. And Floyd been accused of a lot, y'all. He accused of a lot. So meaning all this stuff I'm not taking serious. Okay, Floyd said people in the media trying to come at him with bogusness. But I'm like, nah, Floyd, you accused of a lot of stuff, from not paying taxes, owing money, bouncing checks. And Floyd did sell property. So when he's saying I got all my property, bro, you sold property. So we're going to look at that today. This ain't no hate, man. It just is what it is. Didn't I tell you certain people you're just not going to know nothing? Do you now finally get their powers online? But see, I know their whole formula. When see, I said it yesterday. Floyd started getting accused, pressure started getting mounting. He started seeing people laughing at him. What he do? He started running to his friends for interviews. This is what I want Cameron to understand. You see, Cameron think it's about views, clicks, and likes. They all think that. They all the same exact reason why I told you everybody's gonna get kicked off TV. These platforms are not for you to take up your friends. Meaning, you guys are quick to take up for your friends and give them a voice. That's cool. That's cool. But they never looking at the people they offended. So, you know how Cameron interviewing Floyd? Boy, see what people like Cameron understand. When you interviewing Floyd like that, you try to give him a voice and you call yourself helping him out, no, it's a lot of people here already pissed off and rubbed the wrong way. High ups. Yeah. So look at it like this. I got smoke with Floyd. Now I can look at you like, oh, you call yourself trying to help Floyd out? Oh, y'all trying to get, so y'all the ones helping Floyd spread his propaganda, huh? I told you everybody's going to be set up in their own way, man. No. The same exact thing Floyd been accused of. A lot of them, that swindling money, taking deals. Like I said, when I did my homework, that's what got a lot of them in trouble, y'all. When you taking money here and there, not paying taxes. I also saw some stuff about, God, I just don't want to keep saying their name every day. It's rumors of money laundering, all type of stuff they was doing. I'm talking about the rappers. All of them. Get it? Okay. Yo, man, I'm just going to chill out, y'all. They've been dealing with a lot. Yes, I told you, Diddy the scapegoat. When they was talking that my assumption was they got to a point where they started just taking money from these companies. Any money they can get, they just taking it. We've been seeing it. Then on the back end, not fulfilling their obligations, running off with people money. They've been doing it. That is some of the stuff Floyd Mayweather is accused of is the same exact reason why Sean Kink's and his mother in jail, except for the drugs. All right. Now, Floyd is not accused of no drugs, no sexual abuse, but that money abuse stuff, yeah. Just like your favorite rapper, he being accused of the same thing. So let's go, y'all. I already figured it out. No, I figured it out. Like once I understood, like these guys are not, they all for themselves. Meaning, this thing always been a chain of command. He makes it, you help somebody else make it, you help somebody else make it, and after years, they will have a track record of all the people they put on successfully. See it? When you talk about LeBron the greatest, if I say, well, how many people in the NBA right now that LeBron mentor? How many people in the NBA right now that look up to LeBron? That's nice. See? Okay, Jay-Z been in the game a long time. How many people did Jay-Z mentor that's nice like him in that category? See? Floyd Mayweather in boxing. How many people he raised up that's on his level or greater? I'm showing you this, that it was never about that. They was a different generation that did not believe in passing batons, helping nobody out. They wanted to remain at the top. They became tyrants, y'all, of their own people. That's what y'all must get. They were tyrants to their own people. The Diddler, Floyd, you just keep going. Tyler Perry, they were tyrants to their own people. What I keep telling y'all is that their people are trained to take abuse. And as long as you give them money, they're okay. And they're only going to speak up when they go broke. These guys have been tyrants to their own people. How you know that? They made it where you got a record of 10, 15, 20 years that they made it where nobody is even close to their level. Even though you've seen them dealing with so many people. And I will always keep repeating, it's that gram that took it to another level. When you famous, and I'm on a gram, and I can keep showing I got all these famous friends, that's good for companies. That's good for corporation. When I go to them people and say, I got all these friends, this my friend, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my friend. I got everybody in pocket. They were playing a lot of games, y'all, and I told you that AI was going to expose them. They real numbers, they real analytics, what juice and what pull they really got. Okay, you collecting this money, you demanding this money, but now we have a technology, we can look into your actual transactions. So this is how it works. Lord, you coming at us in boxing, you want 100 million. Let's say you coming for your price. Now you know what we're going to do? We're going to check out your businesses just to see how much money you actually making. Since you want all this money from us, let's see how much your promotional company actually making. Let's see how much. Oh, you got rid of. Let's see how much you're making. Let's see how much he's really making. See? So it's like this. Okay, you got your little things going on. But when they start fact checking, they start seeing, man, these guys ain't really doing too much. They want to come at us with all this money. They want all these demands. And then I told you what I realized, what people like Floyd and the rest of these people didn't understand. Everything they did online was studied and tracked. Meaning the people that give you the money can now sit back and watch how you act with the money. It happened. That's what Jaylen Brown I'm going through, Celtics. No, I'll tell you what was happening. They didn't understand. Social media is an inside look at your life, your house, your whole everything. That is why you'll see that guy named Hov stayed offline. Because he understands that. They got tricked. Y'all know the real celebrities don't play on camera. How many times I got to tell you that? Real celebrities don't even like paparazzi. They were a generation that got tricked. Yeah, you're going to get the money. Guess what? Every little single thing y'all do going to be tracked. Because you're going to track yourself. You're going to post. We already know what you're going to have to fight. You're going to get the money. You're going to post. You're going to buy a house. You're going to buy clothes. Whole time, we could take your whole Instagram page and just do a human calculator. When you going live in your house, slipping up short. No. And I'm telling you, people like Floyd, they've been playing online, allegedly boxing. Then they turn in these businessmen. But they kept doing low-level stuff online and offending the wrong people. No, all this is everything coming back around, y'all. That's all this is. This ain't nothing else. They going to fabricate it, dress it up. Nah, it is what it is. So I officially did a little looking into it. Before I didn't take it serious. Because everybody always joke on Floyd. You know, oh, he broke. You know how it go. But now this time, it's some merit, a lot of merit to it. No, at this point, Floyd is tap dancing. And no. Let's go. Let's just go, y'all. Because everybody forget who Mayweather is or who he was. Everybody forgets. They get this money after they were already dirt poor. They go through a process. They are raised up by rich individuals that believe in them. And the other thing is they get them when they're what? Young. They grow up in this game, in the game they're in. But as they get the money and come up, they start to build a complex and an ego and an aura and a persona. But this is who Floyd is. And this is why I always looked at him as. But what I didn't know, what I got very, very clear, no, Floyd was always under control. So I'm going to say this today. It ain't the fact that he was dissing 50, not want to be with 50. I'm going to say this, 50. I think Floyd couldn't be with you. And being that, I think Floyd was playing this independent, powerful role, but the whole time, y'all, that wasn't the case. That was not the case the whole time. For me doing my homework, in reality, he was the face, and he had people behind him. So, no, you mean it. He couldn't go with 50. Because him going with 50 was going to mess up some other stuff. That's how I'm looking at it now. So, a lot of y'all that know about Heyman, when I heard what that guy Heyman said, and when I did my homework on him, because I heard that name, but when I really did my homework, he behind Andrea and Brown and all of them, when I heard that guy Heyman said they're going to put Floyd in the dirt, yeah. Floyd been showing his butt. Now, remember, he been backed by powerful individuals. So some of the things I already spoke about is the most powerful people be in the back. You ain't going to see them. People that run the show, they be in the back. So what happens is the people with power play the back, but the one in the front, you know, what happens is, being that they're the front guy, they have advantages over the guy in the back. If I don't be online talking to y'all, but this guy's online talking, you start thinking he's that guy with the power because he talks a lot and runs his mouth. That don't mean nothing. So Floyd also been bending and twisting media and public opinion, trying to turn it against the people who's against him. Floyd, like I said, I'm not stupid. I understand what been happening to Floyd. He rubbed some people the wrong way. Let's go. All right. Now we're going to look at the facts. All of these been media cover-ups. Can you now see how everybody has lost their credibility when it comes to this media stuff? I'm talking about anybody that act like they ain't know Floyd Mayweather was going broke. And I'm talking about everybody trying to give him a platform. I'm not saying, no, let me make this clear. I know some people are giving him a platform just for traction. Like, I ain't knocking nobody's business. I'm not knocking nobody for interviewing Floyd. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is Floyd playing y'all. You know why? He got some major people mad at him. Which means anybody giving Floyd a voice to spread his gospel, you're going to become, all right? You're going to pissing people. Y'all going to piss people off. If anybody give him a platform to spread his gospel, I already know what's happening. So like I said, they all going down this lonely road one way or another. So when I see that Cam was quick to try to interview him, Cam might be chasing the money, the clout, the traction, or Cam just doing his thing, but Cam ain't making wise moves. That was not a wise move. Know why? Floyd got smoked with some high individuals. Yes. Financially. Let's go. Meaning, this is what I think. I think the people that was behind Floyd living this dream are the ones exposing him and coming at his neck. So check it out. Floyd took a loss. Now, we've been covering this stuff on this channel. How many people have been selling their property? We have proof now they are not smart. Lizzo bought a mansion. She had to cash out. She took a loss. DJ Khaled bought a mansion. He had to cash out. He took a loss. Buying property is for investing money flips. Guys, they've been buying property and taking millions in loss, meaning they've been getting lowballed and can't even flip the property they bought. So it's a lot of reasons why they're getting jerked. You know why they're getting jerked? I know what happened to them, y'all. You know what happened to them? They were getting finessed with, when you got people from the ghetto in the hood and they don't know nothing, they was buying overpriced property. And another thing they were doing was buying old property. Like, if I was to get rich and move to LA, you're not going to trick me with no old mansion redone up. I'm not buying no mansion from the 60s, 70s. I don't want none of that. I'm not purchasing nobody's old-ass mansion. First thing first, I ain't doing that. All right? That's the stuff they be doing. You know what they do to them celebrities when they come out there? Man, they be selling a remixed old property from stars from the 60s had. Stars in the 70s used to live at. They remixing and selling to them for a high-ass price, y'all. That's how they've been jerking their butt. They have. It's all showing now. It's all showing. This is how they've been doing them, man. Guys, if we was in the real estate, man, people have been doing some genius stuff. Yeah, we're going to sell a celebrity just property, but we already got it jacked up. And like, we already got the price set. See? We already got the profit in the purchase because we overselling it to them anyway, which means when they go to invest it, it's going to fail. Then we can still buy it back for cheaper. Man, they've been getting finessed. They've been getting straight finessed. All right, we got a track record. Floyd Mayweather, Lizzo. What else I told y'all? Didn't I tell you they butt got kicked out of Hollywood? Okay, so you asked me a question. Why did Floyd Mayweather sell his Malibu property? Didn't I tell you they got kicked out of Malibu? One way or another. Didn't I tell you the people that skin color Hollywood getting flushed out? That was 2024. Oh, yeah. Guess when he sold that Beverly Hills mansion? 2024. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. We up. Shout out to see everybody this morning. We up. But because sometimes how they spend that money be controlled, and the powers that be already got it planned out for them. Yeah, he got all that money. Let's show him these houses. Meanwhile, it's already calculated and regulated. You know what I'm saying? Just like what house Rick Ross in? Evander Holyfield old house. All right. Boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. lists his Beverly Hills mansion for $48 million, almost double what he paid for it. Now, you know this is a show we AI proof around here, even though I know it's bots around. Now the question is this, real talk, y'all, respectfully. How many people knew that Floyd Mayweather had listed his Beverly Hills mansion for sale? That's the first question. How many of y'all knew that? And now y'all gonna really see. So now you know what you really gonna see? If you heard rumors Floyd can't read, you about to see something right now. How many of y'all knew that Floyd Mayweather had his Beverly Hills mansion for sale for $48 million. So what am I trying to tell y'all? I'm trying to tell you, man, the same people that flossed on us, bragged about the money, they don't want us to know they've been losing all of that money. I've been repeating these things, giving y'all all these clues. Remember, Kanye West, I always tell y'all he's your main proof, man. But y'all was tricked to hate Kanye and everybody else. That's why y'all don't know nothing. Y'all go years and months, keep repeating stuff you don't know. Then when you finally get the truth, you be late. When I already told you, Kanye West was the only one that lost that money, but he was the smokescreen. They all was losing money since 2021, 22, 23, 24. They all been losing money when I figured out, no, the pandemic is hurting them more than us. The pandemic was to stop their money, their transactions, their business deals. When the planes got grounded, a lot of their business deals was not, a lot of business stopped. And that's, I understood this was a process. As time goes by, they're going to blow their money. Okay, all my people that smart know ancient history, you know certain things, right? Okay, some of y'all know about when they came to shut down certain kingdoms took longer than others. Some kingdoms, they had to sit outside the wall 9 months. Some kingdoms, they might have to sit outside that wall 2 years. And then some kingdoms, they got in that kingdom the same day. Went over that wall quick. Took the whole city down. It's levels. So the pandemic was like levels of their kingdoms falling, piece by piece, piece by piece. When you got all this money, but you're not making none, you're kicking it out, but you're not making it. Y'all know that's with anything, guys. You just look at it regular. You know, you make money on your level, but you know daggone well if you just spitting it out and you ain't making it back. I'll give you a better one. You got decent money, take a vacation for 2 months straight. Watch what happen to you. Take a vacation for a month or two. And that's how easy you're going to see it. So my point is, man, they all in a trick world, man. It's sad. You know why it's really sad? Bro, they get the money. Don't even understand the art of enjoying it. When I keep throwing these shots of them playing online, I'm rich, now I'm online explaining myself. I also figured out what those mansions are their facilities. Now, you know Floyd was rich for a long time, right? Now ask yourself, in recent years, how many times did you see Floyd Mayweather chilling on the beach? Get it? On an island. I always ask y'all this. When the last time you seen these so-called big wigs actually enjoying their money? I got one for you. Every July, every single year, Magic Johnson goes on his yacht cruise to Europe every year. Magic Johnson got a basketball court on a yacht. I'm watching Magic Johnson hitting jumpers on the yacht straight up. Magic still got a jump shot. Every year, what Magic say? Come on, y'all. He bring his friends. He does big things every year. Meaning, y'all have proof Magic Johnson enjoy his money. Y'all all know this because Magic Johnson is a businessman. Now look at the rappers, how they act. Look at these guys in this department. It's like they never enjoy their money. They never just chilling. They always trying to prove something, right? They always doing low-level stuff. And being that they kept doing low-level stuff so much, now they're gonna be low-level. See, they don't understand. I've been watching. This is tripping me out as I speak about it every day. I didn't understand that these people were not that intelligent, y'all, for real. They didn't understand life is about levels. Once you accomplish certain things, okay, now it's time to live your life. But then I've been able to see, they ain't living their life. They not. They in bondage, y'all. They in straight bondage. They in bondage. Because they're doing more tap dancing, interviews, working, explaining themselves, this, that, third, excuses, bad news, all this other stuff, but I don't see them enjoying their life. It's a reason for that. No, y'all, I'm going to say this. Floyd has not been his own man this whole time, in my opinion. Man, oh man. Floyd was something like a boxing record deal. He got jerks. Check this out. Now, y'all all see that he listed his Beverly Hills mansion for $48 million. So, the other day, he's going live, with strictly for Instagram information. I don't got to go there today. Y'all already know what I said Instagram is for. He's on Instagram. I still got all my properties. I still got this. Maybe you do, bro, but you're not saying one thing. You've been trying to sell your properties, and you did sell more than one. Now, this the kicker right here, y'all. This is what I've been stalling y'all out on. Check this out. And don't get it twisted. I'm not laughing at Floyd. This stuff ain't funny. Floyd thought he made an investment in his mansion. He thought it was an investment. Check it out, y'all. This way it get real at. Please, youngsters, please get educated. Being an idiot is not cool. If you dropped out of school, get your GED. Educate yourself. Reading is very important. Comprehension is very important. You raised in a world where being ignorant and dumb was cool, but now those are your handcuffs. You will forever be bonded in ignorance, and everybody that is smart is now free. Floyd thought this was an investment. He thought he was going to sell his property for $48 million. He paid $25 million. Allegedly, it said he paid $22 to $25 million. They like to post the big numbers, so it said $25 million was his purchase. But now let's guess what Floyd got when he sold it, because he sold it. Floyd only got about $11 million for this. Basically, I'm gonna cut the chase. He took a $14 million loss. See, I used to didn't understand stuff. I'm not rich, but I studied a lot of rich things, meaning if I was to become rich, I know what to do. And I start understanding these mansions. When I throw it at you, some of these mansions are facilities, some of them are nothing but big office buildings broke down with rooms in it, which means I can look at a property inside the house, outside, and I can know this house ain't worth no $48 million. How so? Well, I know the architecture. But now you're thinking Floyd mind, because they don't understand California, man. That's why E42 is called California. You can finesse somebody with them palm trees alone. Now, I also know property in different states. So Floyd thought this was an investment. He put $25 million into this, y'all. Yes, he did. He thought he was going to flip his money, but it didn't pan out like that. All right? Floyd always had handlers, y'all. This is my point. Now, boom. Y'all know back then Floyd wasn't playing that tough guy, cool, gangster role. Floyd started trying to play a role like he a Detroit hustler, and that's all. He was playing a Detroit gimmick role. That's all he was doing, y'all. All right? Meanwhile, Floyd's a good guy, man. And I'm saying that because this is the property he had. But when I was looking at the property and just looking at the things inside it, I don't see $48 million. And I don't see $25 million either. This looked like a souped up average, meaning somebody that I probably would know in real life. Okay, a married couple with two good careers, it looked like something they can afford. Some of the stuff I was seeing, let's just look at it. Money Mayweather's mansion math that cost him $14 million. Facts of the facts is this, y'all got it. He bought that property but took a $14 million loss. So now y'all have to prove of education. Education, y'all. Check it out. You buy property for $25 million. The plan is to make $48 million, but in the end, you only made $14 million. He didn't even make his money back. Wow. So you ain't got to believe. You got it right. I'm telling you, it is what. I just store stuff in my memory bank. When 50 Cent said he can't read, I just paid attention, but I ain't gonna laugh at Floyd for that. I don't look at Floyd as a clown. It's just that, Floyd, the reason why you gonna get the smoke because you did all that bragging, bro. See, if you ain't do all that bragging and your name wasn't Money Mayweather, because Money Mayweather was your gimmick and your costume. So the same way the people that you was down with could say, some of that stuff we gave Floyd, that was just part of the show. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm saying that because it comes down to if Floyd wasn't smart taking care of that paperwork, if he didn't have his own team, if he didn't have, no. Floyd was grown since young. Meaning, when he got older, if he didn't make certain moves, all I know is this. I know that dude, Layman, whatever his name, Layman, whatever his name is, I know he got more power than Floyd. And I know I heard that audio, allegedly they had a conversation, so man, they're going to put him in the dirt financially. They're going to bury him. Yes, because Floyd been talking about people. He been using his voice, his power, and his connections. They understand that. See, the powers that be over Floyd know that, okay, Floyd got the voice. Now you get when I said he ran to the community? When they run to the community, they be crying out, y'all. And when they run to the community, that really means they're on their last leg. So he ran to the community to stir public opinion in his favor and to demonize everybody he want to demonize. And this is what I was telling you, where you could be somebody that gave Floyd a platform to spread his gospel, but meanwhile, you pissing people off. God forbid if Floyd is telling untruths. A lot of people making themselves enemies, they don't even know it. And this is what Floyd doing, the same thing everybody else doing. Floyd know he done messed up. So now he's running to his friends on YouTube. But what he's doing is making them lose credibility and making them rub people the wrong way. Really, in reality, this is what I'm saying. Floyd, at this point, is a guy you're not even supposed to be dealing with like that. Meaning, if we ain't just on regular terms, Floyd, I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't want nothing to do with it. That's how you're supposed to be dealing with Floyd right now. Meaning, I'm giving y'all clues of the type of people he has pissed off. People that can end your career. That's all I'm saying. All right? So, Floyd is doing this in desperate. Now, first thing first, he just went live and said he got all his properties. Floyd, you sold your Malibu mansion in 2024. How do you got all your properties? It ain't the only property you sold. And on top of that, Floyd, you took a loss. You took a $14 million. Guys, you know what that means? He gave $14 million away. So if y'all have any misconception that a person can go broke, if you're giving $14 million away for free, and you just keep doing that, on top of blowing money, family, you buy a house to flip, but in the end of the day, you don't even make the money back you paid for the house. You don't have to be smart. You might have never been a hustler or a business person, but I think a youngster with a lemonade stand could figure that out. Young man, young lady, here's $15 start your lemonade stand. The plan is to make $30. When they come back from the lemonade stand, they only got $3 after selling all that lemonade. That's what Floyd did. Straight gave away $14 million. So this is what I think, y'all. Now I'm looking at it like, because I know the game, man. So I'm looking at it like this. No, the people that got him to buy that property, in his mind, he thought it was worth $25 million in his mind. Meanwhile, I'm telling you, I've been watching this with Lizzo. These people, these people are geniuses, y'all. You know, they've been putting the profit already built into the sale. Meaning the property already worth 14. Well, we're gonna sell it to him for 25. Profit already right there. Got it? It's already the deal. And in his mind, he think he gonna sell it for 48, but he has no clue. It ain't worth that much. We already made the profit. Wow. It happened to Lizzo. Yes. They got her to buy some property out there in Malibu somewhere. She went to sell it, the same result. I think Lizzo took like a $9 million. They took free money losses. Yup. DJ Khaled, the same thing. Y'all know daggone well. Also, I would say part of it's their fault because they get the property and they don't build it up. So that's part. I've been noticing certain things about them that I start peeping they're not that intelligent. So that's part of it too. Yeah, you can buy some property, but if you don't invest and build it up, but no. This is the reality of it. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. We up. If I'm Floyd Mayweather and I buy property, how the hell the property go down? If I'm a superstar and I purchase this land, when I leave, this property should go up. Why you gonna sell it as this Floyd Mayweather house? You know Floyd Mayweather, he used to live here. You're gonna use me as the market sale, which means the price is supposed to go up once I live in it. Does the price of a home go down after the star leaves, or does it go up? Guys, all this stuff is common sense. But now that you can look at this property for what it is, does this property look like it's worth $48 million? And my people from all over, y'all know this. A lot of y'all from places where people got money.
And y'all see, one thing I look at mansion, first thing first I'm looking at is architecture, meaning bricks. Then I'm looking at what type of stone. Then I'm looking at what type of cut. Then I'm looking at designs. No, I'm looking at that roof. I'm looking at that. No. Man, this look like something anywhere down south. This look like a guy with his own construction business and had down south rich in Florida somewhere. Real talk. Now, he paid, I think 11, but it's worth about that much. No, he got finesse, y'all. Floyd got finesse. Let's go. Let's just get into the facts, y'all. Here you got it. The platform posted on Threads, boxing legend Floyd Mayweather sold his Beverly Hills mansion at the end of 2024, y'all. Here you have it. After the Malibu fires, he sold his home. He ain't the only one that left Malibu. He ain't the only one that been cashing out. He ain't. Floyd is now also being a scapegoat for everybody else going broke. He is. Check it out, y'all. Floyd Mayweather sold his Beverly Hills mansion at the end of 2024 for $11.5 million, far below the $48 million price he hoped. You know, he once hoped for a steep drop from the $25 million he originally paid in 2017. So let me slow it up. First thing first, he only had it 7 years. He's selling the mansion within 7 years. That's one clue. Then on top of that, he paid an amount that he thought he was going to flip, but he didn't get no money back. So he just got it 2017 and sold it in 7 years. But Floyd sat here and said he got all his properties. So his mansion at the end of look, he sold his mansion for $11.5 million. He thought he was going to get $48 million. But he paid $25.5 million. So you ain't got to be a genius to know if Floyd's smart or not, y'all. I'm sorry. Because if you pay attention, what happened is he probably didn't start waking up to all of this till after the pandemic. The pandemic slowed everything down. Now you can start looking at stuff, tracking and chasing. Remember, he's not doing all this moving around. Now he's starting to see, oh, hold up. But see, all this was behind our back. He was cashing out, liquidating his assets. The same people he kept pulling out cash on is the same people he still assumes have a low IQ. That's right. Meanwhile, this guy done took so much money losses. So here you got it. After Mayweather handed over the keys, the new owners quickly began renovations and have just relisted the property for $30 million, leaving many to wonder if Floyd was in desperate need for cash. Wow. Are y'all getting this? Are you getting this? Can you see how Floyd got finessed and scammed? He paid $25 million. He thought he was going to sell it for $48. He wound up selling for $11.5. Somebody buy it real quick. They just bought it 2024. Somebody bought it, invested in it. Now it's worth $30 million that quick. Damn. So, oh man. No, Floyd. Man, it's worse than MC Hammer. No. This whole story promotes uneducated, period. Uneducation, y'all. Now, that part of it, I really might start thinking, Floyd, none of this stuff is yours. Let me find out you've been in an ultimate contract your whole life. Let me find out you've been in 10-year contracts back to back. I'm going to say it wasn't about him getting with 50. I'm going to say he couldn't get with 50. I don't think Floyd tried to disrespect 50. I think he couldn't leave. Yup. Because it was said he had to ghost 50. He ghosted 50. Now 50, I don't think it was his fault. I think your boy Floyd been in money bondage. No, I think Floyd been perpetrating the image that he this independent guy the whole time. Let's go. And remember, if you uneducated, you need all these smart people around you, but you don't know nothing. Floyd is no excuse, bro. You could have went back and educated yourself, man. There ain't no excuse. You could be in your mansion having college courses. Stop, y'all. Now you think all that flossing. Floyd Mayweather's former French modern style mansion located Crescent Drive, Beverly Hills, California. Just steps from the Beverly Hills Hotel because they wanted to be right there. Get it? The 1,500 square foot estate features 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, a library. You know I laughed when I heard that. I'm going to say it again, y'all. The 15,000 square foot estate at Floyd Mayweather house got 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and a library that he don't use. A wine cellar, a 20-person movie theater with a concession bar and a pool with a separate guest house. And that's something else I figured out about these people. Y'all always spending money worried about company. Y'all didn't learn that yet. You always spend money. Guys, I'm not buying a house thinking about no company. Tell you, I ain't like my ancestors. I ain't like none of them. They think about all the rooms and furniture and all this stuff, all this there. No, I don't need all that. That's why they be in trouble too, y'all. It's overspending. All these rooms you got to furnish. All this space you don't need. For what? Company of 20. I don't need a movie. No. Guys, do you think I care about watching a movie in my house with 20 people? Man, I ain't trying to impress y'all like that. No, y'all. They play a game, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all this game. Remember when I told you the narrative of they big kids that don't grow up? Being that I'm a grown man, I start looking at the mansion. I'm like, nah, man, they even selling mansions as big-ass kids, man. Like, they think when I come to a mansion, they going to finesse me with all these extra millions because they going to say, we got a movie theater, too. 20-seat movie theater. I'm like, I don't care about that. I'm the same dude when I was young. You ain't going to trick me with no car system. When I buy a car, you ain't tricking me with no rims. I ain't one of those guys. You feel? I'm looking at detail. What's this? Hold up. Pop that hood. See? Guess what, y'all? I keep saying guess what because all this stuff is shocking. They actually put candy machines in the mansion. Candy machines. Let me find out they finesse Floyd with a bunch of kiddie stuff. I'm not playing. Let's go look at it. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. No. So, Floyd been trying to sell it a couple times. No. He was living in his Beverly Hills mansion. The people he sold it to, they now listed it for $38 million. He only got 11.5 after he paid 25. Here's the trick. You have proof that property was never worth $48 million because even the people that bought it from Floyd can't sell it. They ain't trying to sell it for that much. He was sold a dream, y'all. He was sold a dream. Floyd was sold a dream that he gonna buy for $25 million, he gonna flip. Then when years go, remember 2017, he got finesse. Then when 2024 come time to sell it, he take a loss with me, he got finesse. That shit ain't go up and it didn't do nothing. It went down, he got tricked because it was never worth 48. It was never worth that. And you got your facts. Man, oh man. I'm the type to think, man, the same people around Floyd cheating and finessing him. Check it out, y'all. They lowballed him. Let him wait. Get desperate. He took 11.5. Y'all, we got the investment firm. We bought a mansion from Floyd real quick, 11.5. We build it back up. We got on the market right now, $38 million. Guaranteed flip. Guaranteed 20 million plus already in the flip. Guaranteed. He got finesse, y'all. He was supposed to make that profit, but he couldn't because they sold it to him at a high price. The price was already jacked up, which means they already made their profit off him when he bought it. Then on top of that, he got tricked to think he was going to sell it for more. Nope. He's done, man. And the only reason why it's like that, because if he didn't call himself Money Mayweather, y'all, it wouldn't really mean nothing, man. But I know the truth, man. All boxers got low IQ. And they all end up broke in the end. Or struggling, or can't talk, or shaking, or it's going to be something happening to them boxers in the end. Like that clip. That clip. I I know some of y'all saw that clip with Don King. It's hilarious. When somebody rolled up on Don King, they said, Don King, man, why you rob Mike Tyson like that? Why you rob Muhammad Ali? He said, I robbed him because I loved him. I robbed him because I loved him. He said, when those guys came to me, they were dirt broke. That's why. So how can he basically said, how did I rob them when I'm the one made them rich? If you see that clip, Don King is hilarious because Don King funny. Somebody ran up on Don King, calling themselves exposed him. Yo, Don, why you robbed him like that? That wasn't right. He said, I robbed him because I loved him. He said those guys were broke. Straight up. That's why I get all that broke stuff from back in the day, dudes, man. They fun. He said, man, because them guys were broke. Before they met me, they were broke. So by me robbing them, it was actually nice. It was good. He said, I robbed them because I loved them. Yo, y'all, please, if you want to laugh, you Google Don King responds to robbing Mike Tyson. Please read. I swear, yo, man, I told y'all them old school dudes are vicious, man. They vicious. Don King said that shit with a straight smile. Like, young man, you call yourself exposing me. I robbed them because I loved them. He said them dudes were broke. They ain't had no money before they got with me. Straight up. So how can I rob them if I'm the one that made them rich, idiot? But no, he said I robbed them because I loved them. And it was funny. He said it with a straight face. Yo, how can somebody say something like that, yo? I told y'all know they all hang together. That's why I told y'all I understand 47 of them dudes, man. They are some old school dudes that don't play with that. They don't play, man. Meaning they mouth is very foul. Them dudes been around gangsters back in the days, man. They've been around real deal gangsters at them tables, man. Don King was dealing with that mafia and all that, man. They different, y'all. They different. You know what I'm saying? He said it with a straight, I got tears right now. This shit was funny. He said, I robbed them because I loved them. Yeah, he was dead serious. No, shit was funny. No, Don King had it set up. That's not Star People game. No, the promoters are smart. The promoters are smart, y'all. They know the game. Boxing was the biggest flip. We just didn't know no better. Bro, you had to try to be no rap. You be a promoter. You find somebody that's poor. You invest all your money into them. They become your product and your flip. You flip your money through them, and then in the end, you take it all back. That's what they do. Meaning, if that boxer don't secure his own money within that time, that's on him. I'm the one that found you, promoted you, bigged you up, and I'm going to get my cut, period. That's how it worked. That's why when Adrian Broner went broke, he ran to Don King. Yes. So, no, boxing is what, see, this the game that happens. I tell you, I had to learn this stuff. What happens is this. They know everything. They just cry in the end because they be broke, y'all. That's all it is. They cry. It's not about them taking advantage of you because it's common sense. If I'm from the hood, everybody in the hood know I can fight, but I ain't making no damn, I ain't never in my life made money off fighting. I be in gyms. I ain't making no money. It's up for them guys to find me, pick me up, and say, you the one. We got you. Sign this contract, we getting this money. That's how it works. So if I go from that to living this lavish life around the world, I can't complain in the end about how they robbed me, man. You can't do that. Because you never going to count what you know about the boxers. All of them blow money. That's why I respect Mike Tyson. He told you all the truth. They be blowing money. That's what they do, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Them Bentleys ain't cheap. They taxes be through the roof. So, no, man, they go broke and cry later. Ain't no such thing as cheating a grown man, man. So you got it, man. Floyd Mayweather purchased that property for $25 million in 2017, following his victory over Conor McGregor. So after the Conor McGregor fight, he ran to buy that property. It sounded to me like Floyd been getting steered. Like, I'm looking at it like this, y'all. Sis, say we down with Floyd, and me and y'all, we can always go in the back room and come up with a scheme to get him. Okay, Floyd just got that money, right? He about to get the money from this fight. Yo, hey, man, let's convince Floyd to buy this house. My homegirl, you gonna look it up, get all the facts, all that. I'm gonna present it to him, and bro, you just gaslight the whole thing in the back, co-sign it. All right, boom. Floyd win the fight, he feeling good. Yo, Floyd, he just got the money. We got investment. Yeah, that Hollywood property, that's a good investment. You should get that. How much they want for it? They want 25. Meanwhile, they already got the paperwork. They got it all doctored up, man. That house really worth less than that. House really worth 10. Meanwhile, me and my friends that was down with Floyd, we done just scammed $5 million a piece off that deal. You feel me? Meanwhile, he don't even know. We tied in with the real estate people. We got it planned out. We got it all planned out. See what I'm saying? We done made free $5 million off that quick. I think that's what was happening to him. You know what I'm saying? The people telling him to do this and do that was making profit at the same time. We're gonna sell him a house. When he buy the house, we're gonna make a profit off it. We got it jacked up. We're gonna show him this jewelry. We're gonna make our profit off it. We got the prices jacked up already. Get it? I think that's how they was playing him, y'all. Meanwhile, it's showing. No, I know it's showing. Because when it's time for him to go sell these things, he ain't getting the money back he paid. So he's like, hold up, they played me. He just now figuring it out. That's what y'all gotta get. That's the whole thing with Floyd Mayweather. When I start putting together piece by piece, I said, let me find out. I think Floyd was counting his money off in his investments, his assets. But now he's finding out a lot of his assets ain't worth what he thought it was. You sell me this Rolex with all these diamonds, you saying this Rolex worth 30 grand. Meanwhile, that joint only worth 7. I got it all these years thinking I got a $30,000 watch, man. But when it's time to get money, man, it's only worth 7,000. Damn. No, you was getting cheated off the rip. Which means Floyd was not educated, man. He didn't have his own jeweler. I told you, I been knew how they get. I understood. They don't even get custom jewelry made like that. They go to the same people. Floyd supposed to have his own jewelry man. Straight up. Make whatever he want. Pick out every single detail. I want it like this. I want it like that. I want it like this. I'm going to see all my money I put into it. I know the price of carats. I know how much a carat worth. I've been seeing they don't know nothing, y'all. I know, you supposed to know how much a carat worth. You supposed to know all your stones. You supposed to know the exact carats. You supposed to know all of that, y'all, once you rich like him. Ain't no excuses. He was, because you know how, also, y'all, when he was showing off them watch collections, I was like, man, a lot of that is janky-ass jewelry, y'all. I'm sorry to tell you that. It just was. All right? Hey, man, born and raised in New York, there's a lot of advantages. So I looked in a lot of Fifth Avenue windows very young, and I always looked at the rich people stuff young. Diamond District. You know what I'm saying? So I know, meaning I ain't never got cheated on no jewelry. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying it for a reason, man. These guys were getting cheated. Meaning finessed. Because Floyd wasn't doing nothing on his own. He wasn't checking stuff out. He was letting his whole team do it. He was getting jerked, y'all. He was getting jerked. Now, we just getting started. Let's go. So there you got it, y'all. Floyd paid $25 million. Thought he was going to get back 48. Only got back 11.5 million. He sells it. They invest into the house. The people that bought it from him put it up for sale for 38 million. Here's your proof on Floyd. He's not that smart. And like I said, it ain't funny or nothing. It's not funny. But when I saw inside this mansion, Floyd, it looked like it's worth what it's worth. This mansion ain't worth no $48 million. Now, let me show you how petty I am, how I look at stuff. Guys, see if you feel me on this. That room right there looks like a break room / living room. Am I lying? My people that work, that part to the right, does that not look like a break room in a company? Does that not look like a company break room? That looks like a company break room mixed with a living room. That's all it is. So I tell you, my vision is different. So I know how they work. They figure people poor, they come with certain backgrounds, and they're gonna show you all this nice new stuff. But you ain't gonna finesse me. You ain't gonna finesse me with them chairs. None shit. My mother had got chairs. They got one of them in their house, and I mean, they make new apartments with that. The island. My mom got chairs just like that. They ain't nothing exclusive. And none of that shit exclusive to me. Meaning, I see anything right here we looking at. I look at anybody can have that. That's how I look at it. I look at any working couple can have that. Anybody that's not exclusive to me. But they also know about tricking them. You trick them with that pool. You trick them with that furniture because they like nice stuff. Remember I told you, you could trick them with the stuff they see. Put a lot of lights. Meanwhile, that looks like a break room to the right mixed with a kitchen, with a living room, you know what I'm saying? With a dining room. A apartment dining room mixed with a corporate break room. That's what that room looked like. Thank you, Miss B. Loyal. Is that not what it looked like? Especially to the right. Then when I saw the microwave, I said, man, it's like a break room. We'll say it straight up. It looked like this place could be like an emptied out bank or something. We'll say it straight up, man. I know the stuff they be doing to them, man. They be finessing them with their property. They be finessing them, y'all. That's why y'all all see why it's very, very important to get your house built from scratch. But then I understood some of them can't do that. Some of them can't build nothing from scratch. When we looking at the mansion Jay-Z bought, he brought that for somebody. When they brought that $200 million mansion, they brought that for somebody that built that box from scratch. I started noticing stuff. Like, y'all don't be building nothing. Which means, guys, for me to make profits in money or real estate, sometimes you got to build your own property to sell it. But they was on that old school street mentality of flipping houses. Because Floyd from Detroit, he from Flint, he from Michigan. In his mind, he a Michigan trapper flipping property. Y'all now get what I said the other day? It's not disrespect. I'm trying to tell you guys, that flipping property is old school, meaning flipping property keeps the money coming in. Flipping property is good, but flipping property don't make you rich. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? It don't get you to a certain level. So when I understand when you're a person like Floyd or anybody that's already worth billions, hundreds of millions, flipping property, that's one thing, but it's many other things. Guys, it's people that flip money online while they sleep. They ain't flipping no daggone property. You got people that make money every single day and they ain't flipping no property. That's why I said flipping property is old. How you make money on property now, you got to build all that property up yourself. You got to build your own apartments and rent them out. You get it? That's the stuff they supposed to do. Building corporate buildings for rent. See? Building corporate buildings for rent. That's real estate in their department. See? Building up warehouses for rent. That's investing in real estate. No, they be flipping houses, y'all. That's what they, man, that's why they getting exposed. That's all this is about. Top of the top. Shout out to everybody that's up. Good to see y'all this morning. We are definitely up in here. Good to see y'all all. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Put y'all up in the chat. And let's move on, y'all. So y'all seeing the crib. It's supposed to be on a certain level because he's rich, but the main thing I want y'all to see how they be getting deceived with all that nice stuff. See them big windows? Meaning, this my whole point, y'all. By us looking at this mansion, you can clearly see it's not worth $48 million. But now you got to think in Floyd Mayweather's mind, when he got it, he was going to make $48 million. And that's how I know somebody had to finesse him and tell him some things. Yo, this worth money. I don't see $48 million, y'all. I just don't. I also know, yes, he's paying for the land because it's in Hollywood. Now, you ask yourself, was this a smart investment? Was it a smart purchase? You know it wasn't because he took a loss. Now, if Floyd took a loss off a 2017 investment, this is what you got to look at. It's no telling how many investments Floyd made his whole life and how many of them failed, which means that's a lot of millions lost on top of the money he's been spending, on top of all his other things, because what he got coming after this is to bury him. Because remember, it's not about what Floyd is saying and doing now. It's about what they got coming down the pipeline for Floyd. From what I see, that's what's going on. So at this point, I'm going to tell Floyd, you can do all the interviews you want. You wasting your time, bro. You were smart. You be getting lawyers and be quiet. That's how I know y'all brains are cooked, bro. Y'all still think it's in the time of trying to prove public opinion. And another thing is, Floyd, your fans are broke too. So you know what that means, bro? If you was do a pay-per-view event, it's not going to sell like that, Floyd. Not like it used to. It's just not. People don't have the money they used to have. Let's go. The offload of the bowl comes as the legendary athlete is also trying to part ways with his mansion on the other coast. Now, let me clear this up for you. Floyd didn't just sell one property. He didn't just sell one. He sold two. Floyd Mayweather sold his Miami Beach mansion. He sold two mansions. Why am I saying that? Because Floyd was talking to Cam the other day, talking about he still got all his properties. Meaning, he telling the truth, he still got the properties he got left, but he ain't say that he sold two already. So the question is, why did he sell them? He started selling property 2024. So remember when 50 of them was throwing stuff at him? It was merit to it because they knew what he was doing. The only thing happened to Floyd is the same thing happened to Kanye. Kanye been sold his Malibu. Kanye been took all his losses. Kanye ain't perpetrated fraud. Kanye lost $500 million. He ain't perpetrate. He ain't hide. He ain't make excuses. He ain't going on these platforms. He ain't go to his friends. Kanye took his loss and kept it moving. He do him. They the ones explaining themselves. They the ones getting interviewed by the same people. They all the ones doing YouTube and Instagram campaigns. But they wasting their time. Because everybody with a high IQ understands very clear what happened to Floyd. All right? Meanwhile, it's deeper than what I think it is. You know why? I think Floyd was in a lot of contracts, perpetrating. So this house that he thought he was going to get $48 million for, this is the funny thing about it. Luxury amenities fill the space. A formal living room includes 10 sets of doors, French doors, a chef's gourmet kitchen. Mind you, this house costs money. Why? You got to pay for a chef. You got to keep the pool clean. You got to, all this stuff is cost you money. No investment into the spot. Guys, the thing that make this shit funny, this what really made me look at it like Floyd Mayweather got jerked. He bought a house with a library in it. That's how I know he got jerked, y'all. That fool bought a house with a library in it. But the joke is he can't read. That's why this hilarious, y'all. The joke is he can't read, but he bought a house with a library. Which means I understand. They use that as finesse. They got a library. We got a movie theater. Bro, all they did was sell you. They sold you an apartment that was like a mall, Floyd. Like, we go to the mall, y'all. Just think of one section of the mall. They turned into a house sold to him. Doesn't even look like the mall ceiling. No, Floyd. No, Floyd. You should have just been quiet, man. You embarrassed yourself. Yo, y'all. They sold him a jacked up house with a library in the era when Negroes wasn't even reading books. They sold Floyd an overpriced house in the era of audiobooks. Oh, my God. Oh, I love it. They be jerking their ass, man. Now you get it? Bro, you not going to trick me, man. If I'm rich, I don't need all that. I'm not drinking all that liquor. When I spend my money, I'm not thinking about my friends. This what happened. You want to always have friends, impress these rappers, want to throw parties. It costs you in the end. That shit costs you money. Regular people, did you learn yet? You always want to buy a big house, have all this company. It costs you all this money, man. For what? Rooms you don't use. Ain't cool no more. All these extra rooms, extra money, meaning you got all this square inch, you ain't using it. For one, you got it cluttered. And then if you ain't got it cluttered, you ain't using it. What are you paying for? They sold this man a house with a library in it, a bar, a break room, And this other shit I was laughing at. Yo, y'all, this shit is hilarious. If time didn't go by, I would have never knew how slow they really was. Y'all, I was laughing my ass off. Check this out. Look how they did Floyd. Floyd paid $25 million. He only got back 11. He thought he was going to settle for 48. Now let's look. That shit got a candy department. Now, does that not look like a break room, my family? They sold this man a house with break rooms in it, 2 break rooms. Do you see this? No, it looked like finesse to me. I know what they was doing, man. Remember the narrative, they big ass kids. Put some candy in there, man. You know, yeah, put some candy. So it looked pretty in there. When you walk in, they go say, "Oh man, it's candy." Oh man, looks. See, man, y'all better get that crap out my face. You know what I'm saying? Yo, candy. Yo, y'all, they sold a grown ass man a mansion with candy in it. And like I said, that look like my microwave. That microwave is not exclusive Floyd. That shit's some basic shit. No, y'all. This property was only worth $10 million. That was the original. It ain't worth no $48 million, which means you got your proof. Floyd was not smart when he bought this at all. At all. At all. They gassed him up with a 20-seat movie theater. Stop it, bro. Family, you can buy 100-inch TV right now and watch it by yourself. You don't need no 20 seats. You see that? Yo, man, this hilarious. Floyd is slow for real. He is. Damn, man. Let's go. I'm using Floyd as an example to all my people to encourage them to get education. Education is the coolest thing ever. And the smarter you are, you'll be rich. And when you're smart, you'll never have an excuse or how everybody did you wrong and you broke. All right? Get those good grades and keep good grades throughout your life. Do not be a failure like Floyd. His name starts with an F and it's going to end with an F. Failure. Listing broker David Solomon of Douglas Elliman and the estate has undergone multiple renovations over the years, including recent updates. So they telling you, Floyd couldn't sell it. He couldn't make no profit. But as soon as he sold it for $11 million, they posted for $38 million. And that is your proof he got jerked. He got hoodwinked. He got deceived. Bro, that is nothing but a souped up room. That's all I see. And another thing I didn't like with this apartment, it has a lot of fake fireplaces. So I'm not too fond of that. And what I know is I could have took this money anywhere else on the East Coast, down south, anywhere, and did way better than what Floyd did. He got jerked, y'all. He got super jerked. No, I believe it. Floyd can't read, man. He can't. He can't. And it's not about he just can't read. He don't got comprehension. It's not his fault, y'all. I think all his education is sense. Every fiber of his brain intelligence, it all went to boxing. That's just how I look at him. Boxing, he's a genius. Not saying Floyd couldn't be a genius or nothing else. No. It's just that all his intelligence was focused on boxing his whole life. And people knew that. And they took advantage of that. But once you get older, you take advantage of yourself. You can have those excuses when you're young, not when you're 40-something. Heck no. So here you got it, y'all. Floyd is in trouble as well. No, Floyd is he's going out bad. It's for real, but he's not the only one. Floyd is the scapegoat for a lot of people. Your favorite rapper, he going through the same thing. Let's carry on. Good to see everybody this morning. Mayweather's financial and legal troubles have continued to mount as the boxing icon battles a growing list of lawsuits and criminal allegations. The undefeated champion is currently facing a $7.3 million federal tax lien from the IRS for unpaid taxes from 2018 and the 2023 tax years, adding to a series of high-profile disputes, meaning he owed tax money. And remember I told you this is the year they came to collect? This is the year they came to collect. They want either you gonna get on a payment plan or Just like y'all so happy. Everybody forgets Offset was broke. It was said somebody had to pay his taxes. Offset was broke, owed IRS. But they not the only one. Floyd owes $7 million, y'all. So at the end of the day, he might have paid some years and got away with some other years. Then you got to peep something what happened in this right here. Because now, right, in hindsight, it's all playing out. So you can see it clear. Let's go. Check it out right here. They just told you he purchased that house. The house he sold 2024, he purchased it 2017. But in 2018, he didn't file his taxes. Uh-oh. He didn't file 2023, life after the pandemic. He didn't file 2023. What did he do after that? 2024, he sold his house. Bingo. See the timeline? Told you. This thing leaves a track record. This how easy it is for the gov to go back into your whole life and prove you're a liar. This thing leaves a track record. So now do y'all get what I said? When you're on a certain level, you're not supposed to play online. You're not supposed to show your life on here. The main people that have been using these apps to watch their ass is the I to the R to the S. Get it? So do you now see how lawyers and paralegals' job is so easy now to prove you in court? All they got to do is go through your history of all your postings, all your spending, all your behaviors, and then just put it all together. That's all they got to do. I've been telling you that. These are the things I've been telling you for a long time. Now y'all can see it. Bingo. So on top of him, okay, you want to know how he losing money? Investments. Now this is only one property. You know for a fact he took a $14 million loss on. You got that facts. Whatever facts you got. He owes the IRS $7 million. Now what we didn't go into detail, he also sold his Miami Beach home. So I don't know the price he sold that for. I don't know what he bought it for. But from here, honestly, it looks like an old Miami mansion from back in the 80s, 90s. They tricked them with them pools and all that too. Tricked their ass with those pools. And them palm trees. Check it out. Now I'm going to show y'all something else Floyd is accused of. He accused of a lot of stuff. He taking a lot of losses, y'all. So check it out. Let's go. This is why I said, Floyd, if this stuff ain't true, why you explaining yourself, man? You're explaining yourself. You're not explaining yourself. You're trying to control public opinion and narratives. Floyd, all you're doing is trying to convince people. The same people you showed off those racks to are the only people you're still trying to convince. Floyd, you made a career being praised by people with a low IQ. And since you've been praised by people with a low IQ, the biggest mistake y'all made, y'all kept thinking everybody got a low IQ. And you kept thinking some people were never going to get smart. Floyd, you guys don't know, they've been teaching finances now. Floyd, a lot of young people and people in general have gotten smarter with finances. Floyd, you know how many financial apps they got out now? You know how many financial courses they got out? That's why I told y'all the joke's on y'all in the end. When this thing called influencer came out, y'all lost y'all influence. How we know that? Well, at the same time, content creators were blowing up, they were cashing out, selling stuff. I know what happened to them. So instead of Floyd just keeping it real, yeah, I made some bad choices, man. You know, things happen, man. Boom, boom, boom. He's playing his role. He got to throw the Gucci on. He got to do this and do that. He got to talk to rappers. I keep telling niggas to talk to rappers all they want. It don't mean nothing. The world ain't hearing you, Floyd. The world doesn't hear you. I have not seen you on television not one time explaining yourself. There you go, Floyd. Told y'all when y'all talking on YouTube, you just talking to yourself. It's the truth. Because when I do my real homework, all the facts right there, bop, meaning it's just talk. Meaning it's just talk. It's just talk. When he on there saying, I got all my properties, that's a lie. He already sold 2 that I know of. He could have sold more than that. Now let's go. Let's now look at the more trouble he in. No, Floyd Mayweather was made. He has handlers. He been rubbing people the wrong way with his mouth and running to the media and slandering people. Just know he got the people that made him are the people he got beef with. That's all you got to know. In Las Vegas, Mayweather has been hit with 2 felony charges related to an alleged bounce $200,000 personal check written to a luxury jewelry store for a high-end watch purchased on New Year's Eve 2024. The same year he sold the house he's accused of scamming. Do you see how easy it is to connect the dots? The same year he sold his house he alleged scammed. Right here. Personal check written to a luxury jewelry store for a high-end watch purchase. He also has been sued by CSI Entertainment, which claims the former boxer breached a promotional contract, didn't fulfill his obligation. He breached a promotional contract after allegedly accepting millions for exhibition fight broadcast rights before pursuing a different bout overseas. So like I said, from what I assume, they've been finessing pots. They've been finessing companies. They didn't understand they've been labeled as scammers, taking money like I said. They all been doing the same thing, taking money from this one, taking money from that one. But if you ain't got the power and the voice, you can't speak up and say nothing. Why? He can run the media and say you a liar. Floyd can go in the jewelry store, finesse your ass, and then run online and say you a liar. See, that's what they was doing. You might be a promoter. You might be a somebody. You somebody trying to flip your money and come up. You might have earned your money honest, flipping houses. Now you want to start getting the boxing. People like Floyd to take your money and dip off. And just say, I ain't take nothing from that dude. He broke. I ain't take nothing from him. That's what they were doing in the music industry. Boxing. I told you I understood what this was about. They all fell from grace. I think what happened is they were people with a certain clout, a certain status. They took advantage. They abused people. And y'all better get through your head. They abused their own people. They abused their own people. Do I got to say it a million times? They all abused their own people. That's why it ain't no passes. Right? That's why I say, miss me with that talk. Now, we sit back and we see everybody got scammed evenly. No. Control. He didn't want this dude to be bigger than him. That's why I don't care about Devontae. I know they all control. That's why I don't respect them as boxers. All right. They money chasers, not boxers. They fame chasers, chain jewelry chasers. They're not boxers. Gervonta Davis propels past Floyd Mayweather's significant record with Frank Martin win. Floyd didn't want this guy to pass him, same way he didn't want Adrian Broner to pass him. Floyd did the same exact thing they did in rap. Same exact thing LeBron James did. I'm going to stay at the top. Nobody going to pass me. And if I can control it and stop it, nobody going to be on my level. No kind of way. Bingo. They just busted for all the stuff they did. And I'm asking y'all again, is it a coincidence LeBron James ain't signed yet? Mind you, on this channel, I told you everything already. I'm repeating it for the new people. Floyd Mayweather, the top boxer, fell from grace. I just been showing y'all Serena Williams, the top tennis player in the world. I've been showing you, fell from grace. Your favorite rapper fell from grace. You still ain't get it yet. They have fallen and they never getting back up. They just not. And they're not popular no more. All right? Floyd was always a show. A show. You know why I'm showing you this? Y'all forgot how Mayweather came up in this game. Which means he always had gimmicks. Money Mayweather became his gimmick. So they had to keep that money thing going. Just understand it was people behind him in on making him be Floyd Money Mayweather. Remember before his name was Pretty Boy Floyd? No, his jig is up. The Hall of Famer has also been tied to several civil disputes involving unpaid rent, private jet services, luxury life expenses, and a reported $1 million judgment for back child support. There you got it. And you know what else this means? We also don't know what they got coming down the pipeline for him. No, they was keeping Floyd busy online. He was not taking care of his business. He was not educating himself. Now check it out. Here's a Mayweather defense. At the same time, Mayweather has filed a $170 million fraud lawsuit against former associates, accusing them. Now here's his smoke. When you hear former associates, that's who he got smoke with. So I'm going to tell you again, when he's running to YouTube and Instagram, when he's running to his friends for protection, a voice, when Cameron interviews Floyd Mayweather, just know Cameron is rubbing people the wrong way as well. Well, Floyd Mayweather's not, it's the same thing, bro. You from the hood? Well, when you hear a word on, they looking for this dude, they out to get him, and you call yourself hanging with him, okay. That's what happened to Floyd. See? He's running and crying online for help and protection. Not for violence, but he knows he got smoked with some big dogs. He knows that. So as you see, let's continue on. Here's a Floyd defense. He has a lawsuit against former associates, accusing them of orchestrating a years-long scheme involving jewelry sales, investment funds, and real estate deals. So you know what Floyd is suing y'all for? He's telling you exactly what happened. They are serpents and they double talk. He is telling you what happened to him. Basically, they tricked me to invest in his property and it ain't worth that much. They tricked me to buy jewelry that wasn't worth that much. That is how he got scammed. But he ain't going to say it like that. He talking through the lawsuit. He realized, like I say, years later, he got finessed. So what I peeped with Floyd, Floyd thought all that stuff he had was worth more than what it was. Therefore, when it came time to cash out, he started finding out the truth years later. That's what happened. Tap dancing, making up fabrications, which I call fairy tales. No, he was making bad investments, which means they were tricking him to buy property. And within that property sale, they had it set up where they allegedly going to get their profit. I'm going to go find Floyd a mansion in Miami. I'm going to tell him it's $25 million. Whole time it's only 11. And we're going to bust down the rest of that money. Middleman. Floyd was getting middleman. But don't get this twisted neither, y'all. It is rumors of money laundering. This is also Floyd's way of telling. That's why I'm going to say this now. I don't think it was, I think 50 was trying to help Floyd. And I do believe Floyd might have been trying to get with 50. But here's the reality, what I learned. It's all alleged. Floyd was already controlled by other people, and his ass couldn't leave. Because if he would have left, he would have messed up a lot of other people's money. Floyd being with 50 was a threat to others who would have lost money. Now you think about the ones that invested in Floyd from day one and all the ones that had his back and all the people he was already down with. Where back then he could have been trying to get away. It might have been the smartest move, but he couldn't. He couldn't. He couldn't leave. You know what I think also happened? Floyd was perpetrating his role that he was this big guy. And if he would have got with 50, he would have been exposed that he ain't as big as he portrayed because he had handlers. How you know that? It's in the story. When he's accusing his former associates, when you see that, this ain't about no small fry associates. It's about the people behind the scenes, the big dogs. He knew he was in a situation he wasn't going to leave. Look at that in hindsight. So what I would tell me with 50, I think he wanted to get down with 50, but I think he couldn't. I really believe he couldn't. But once I went into the Floyd hit, like this whole thing, how he started, and the guy that made him rich, and the one that, Adrian, all of them, I understand it was rich guys always behind them. What's that dude y'all call Heyman? Heyman, what's his name? Heyman or Layman, whatever his name is. Yeah, he's rich and powerful more than people know and think. But he's the one been behind Floyd the whole time, and I know for a fact you wasn't leaving him. Nope. Know I know? Also, that dude, them dudes Floyd been working with, they been had more money than 50. That's how I know. The dudes Floyd was dealing with had more money than 50, y'all. Straight up. Powerful dudes behind the scenes. So I'm going to say Floyd couldn't leave. I think he wanted to be with 50. I think it was for real. But I think what happened is when it probably came time, Floyd couldn't leave on some real talk. And he ran off. Yup. But I do believe he was trying to get away. So now look at 50. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson for 3 Emmy nominations. So we just looking at how time plays out. Because remember, after 50 stopped dealing with Floyd, he started then turning up with the film. Now you see how it pans out in the end. Told you, time proves everything. If they would have got to work together, maybe great things would have happened. In 50, maybe it's things you didn't know. Maybe you took it personal, but you ain't looking at maybe back then Floyd was getting extorted. And back then Floyd was in a situation he wasn't getting out. Get it? Because meaning he was a walking bag. And the people he already made rich wasn't letting him just walk off like that. That's how I look at it, y'all. And I look at it like Floyd might have been in ultimate contracts. Lifetime contract type of thing. Get it? Because you got to remember, for him to become all this stuff you seeing right here, somebody was behind all of this. Somebody was behind Floyd. Y'all always forget how they come in this game, and a lot of times they ain't going to tell you. They're going to always brag about being rich, but they're not going to tell you how they got rich. That's the part they don't tell you, and what they got to understand, that's the time we in. If you ain't going to tell us how you got rich, if you ain't going to tell us how you're getting the money, we don't care about the money. That's just where we at. Got it? That's who Floyd really is. Who? Pretty boy Floyd, remember? Then he became this Money Mayweather character. But now I want you to see how that Money Mayweather is what got him in all this trouble. Guys, did you know as a boxer, all you really got to do is just box and go home? You could be a simple boxer. You can box, just be simple, make all your money, and just chill out. You ain't got to do all that. But when you American boxer, they're taught a certain thing. It goes back to Jack Johnson. They always end bad for the boxer. And they always going to end up broke because they spend all their money. Remember, buying mink coats, furs, all that stuff add up when you ain't putting no account, no investments. So let's just speed it up, right? Word is also Floyd was taking advantage of youngsters. That's what you heard from Jake Paul. Logan Paul said that. He was manipulating the young generation. Because ain't that how the game go? you're going to be abused, manipulated, then you're going to do it all right. So he's in trouble for that. He's in trouble for multiple things. And we're saying all of that because you now have the proof. He sold his California property, Hollywood to be exact. He sold his Miami property. These are facts. Now let's move on, y'all. Now I'm going to show you how other media platforms are telling you like it is, telling you the truth. Other media platform complex, certain ones want to say, wow, you still have a chance to get Jay-Z tickets, they're dropping. What does article say? Jay-Z ticket prices take a major hit just days before Yankee Stadium takeover. When you throw the concert, the concept is to make the profit off those tickets. When those ticket sales dropping, it's just not good. But like I said, this is all Jay-Z fans' work. Jay-Z has fans. These are facts. There is no excuse. How those tickets been $300 and change. Some of them are now under $200. And they have not been buying those tickets. And today is one of the last, it ain't the last day, but if you want to catch that show tomorrow, so you got it? Floyd ain't the only one losing money. Now, let's go to yesterday. When y'all was tapped in, y'all heard the joke I said. Now, y'all know yesterday I was joking. What's up, family? Shout out to the chat. Yesterday I said, hey, Hov, I need to see them with that merchandise. Like, why they don't got the merch? I don't see these rappers with the merch. I need to see Fabulous with the record set. I need to see them with that merch. I need to see all of them with it. Next thing you know, yesterday, what happened? I'm scrolling. Fabulous just got a pair of Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, Air Force Ones. You better post them on that. You better post them, fool. Get the posting. All right. Ho, use them for mascots, man. They ain't doing nothing else. Told you what's going to happen. I said, ho, man, they better. I ain't seen no rapper with no coat, no jacket, no record, none of that. What's going on with these rappers? Fabulous post. Yo, it was just funny because Fabulous had to perpetrate. Fabulous had to post like he was surprised he just got them. No, you better post them. I think Jay-Z balked on their ass yesterday. Know why? He had this concert planned out for a long time, but I don't think they've been promoting it like that. Long story short, you see Fabulous was a rapper. Now look at him. He a fan. He a Jay-Z fan. Okay, let's get to the big business, y'all. A lot of people ain't gonna tap into this video because she down with the most hated clan. Just know, Nicki Minaj said game over. It's a reason why she said it. I'll give you a hint. Remember when I spoke about that time we did that video about Kanye when he went to that White House? Guys, you talk about images. Here go your image. Is this enough image for you? I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to make it real simple. She said game over. Now, you figure out what she mean and who she talking to. I'm not saying a thing. Told you, man, we in a world of negativity. Some of the most positive things that happened this week, but you ain't going to hear about it. I don't want to hear about death. I don't want to keep hearing about nobodies, losers, has-beens, why this and why that. I like to see winners. So this week, it's been announced. You can put money into bonds for your youngsters for the future. I'll give you a clue. People that got money can put in $5,000 a month. And after 5,000, put it like this. Excuse me. Not 5,000 a month. I don't want to be wrong. All I know is you can invest 5,000 some kind of way, and if you keep doing a certain amount of time and years, your child will have your child will have $250,000. excuse me, I'm not supposed to be talking about this. Sorry. But remember, man, no positive news. So I told him what happened before all this happened. I said, look to me like she changing her ways. Then when I learned, I said, you pay attention, those people don't want you to change. They want you to be who you are. Now let's go back into it. They wanted Nicki to go out like Whitney Houston, y'all. They wanted her to go out like a drug head. They wanted her to go out, embarrass, humiliate herself online. And they didn't want her to clean her act up. Because that's how your people are. They want you to crash out so they can drag you and humiliate you and laugh at you. They love it. But I saw something in her. I said, nah, she going another direction. Because I know the big picture. I told them all that ignorance was over 2024, ratchet behavior. They didn't believe it. What else I said? Guys, didn't I tell you all them type of records ain't going to sell no more? They're not pushing them or promoting them. Bingo. So I knew she knew that. I knew certain ones know that. What else I said? Don't worry. Certain people going to still be okay getting their money, and some people just not. All of the people that you hate have been keeping it real with you and displaying realness for you. This is what I mean by y'all are so lost. Now, if you want to talk about your ancestors or you want to talk about melanated people, we'll leave it at that. They're trolling y'all. Know why y'all being trolled? Because they know y'all don't like neither one of them. They know your community don't like both of them. So they're trolling y'all. And she said game over. How they always saying I'm racist, right? Okay, whatever. They don't like her? All right, whatever. All right, y'all. Just leave it at that. You being trolled. All you liars, haters, fools, you all being trolled. And a lot of y'all don't even know what's going on. Now, if you don't get it clear, let me make this clear for you what I said already. Google is using your photos and videos to train its AI. Period. You all have a Google email. So when I told you nobody's going to duck it, bingo. Using your photos and videos, and there ain't nothing you going to do about it. Because I told you they've been scanning all these devices. Samsung messages replaced by Google. No such thing as private messages no more. Every message is listened to, tracked, and traced. Told you already. You didn't believe it? Now it's here. You being pranked. I told you this because y'all been running y'all mouth too long. Too destructive. Too divisive. Your behavior has been tearing down the fibers of the people. Attacking people. Angry. Not producing nothing. Proud to be demons. But now them demons that got wiped out. Told y'all what's going to happen. And all I was trying to do was tell you in codes, if you smart, you better be your own person. That's all I've been telling y'all this whole year. If you are smart, you better worry about yourself and your family. Told y'all already what this is about. I only can tell you in code. I ain't got to tell you everything. I don't know everything. But I know what's real and I know what's up. And I know where this country going in. I know the direction. I listen. I don't play. I don't hate. I listen to speeches. I watch real news because I must know what's happening. And I knew what day was going to happen. I said, y'all, they not tolerating that BS this time. They not. So this is what I mean. If everybody wasn't a hater, you ain't looking at it like maybe she could have been behind some positive things getting pushed. But see, now if I was her, I ain't doing nothing. I wouldn't even speak up for them people. They turned on me. They destroyed me. They all went against me. Screw them all. That's my opinion too. Here you got it. Samsung message replaced by Google. Okay, guys, so are you still in imaginary land thinking nobody knows it's on your phone no more? Are you still in fantasy land thinking nobody knows the pictures you got? They know everything you take a picture of. They know the exact location you took the picture at. You in a time clock. They know what time you're taking pictures. They know if you got a job or not. They know everything you're doing now. They know if you're just online posting all day, trolling all day, talking about presidents all day. They know if you're talking about the country, spreading racism. They know everything you do now. So now you got it, right? But I always tell you, if you ain't do nothing, you have nothing to worry about. Here y'all got it. Here you got it. They've been watching all the sexual deviants. They've been watching everything, y'all. It's a reason why I stayed away from everything. Rebrand. Get away from all that criminal stuff, bro. I'm getting away from all that criminal behavior. All that criminal stuff. Because I know what time it is. The country went clean. And y'all want to keep staying dirty. Now, the thing is this. Y'all stayed dirty too long. Now, it's no escape. That's all that's happening. From the rich to the poor. And I always tell you, if you fly straight and do what you got to do, you got nothing to worry about. So it's that simple. From the rich to the poor. So this is my whole thing. Floyd want us to feel sorry for him. Even though we all been through financial crisis. People going through financial crisis right now. Guys, when you already been poor, you got nothing to lose. That's why even by me being poor, whatever, or whatever you want to say, right? It's even a blessing in being poor, if you understand it. Because I tell you all these things. Even when you're rich, you got to know how to be rich. Even when you so-called poor, you got to know how to be poor. There's levels of that. You see, it's blessings within being poor too. It is. You see the problems Floyd Mayweather got, right? Would you rather be poor or be a person that just gave $14 million away? You can't be so mad when you're already poor. But if you sit back thinking about how you got finessed out of $14 million, man, you might be ready to catch a stroke still. That's Floyd. No, y'all. The sad thing is this. Floyd didn't educate himself. He's not a made man. He is a boxer. He is a good boxer. But when it comes to all that extra hype and sauce and all that other stuff, that's a creation. Floyd Mayweather was an investment. That's the best word to use. He was an investment from day one. He always been an investment. And he's beefing with the people that invested in him. That part I do know. So here you got it, y'all. You don't got to be the smartest person in the world. He paid $25 million for property. In the end, he only got $11 million for it. In his mind, he believed he was going to sell it for $48 million. So you know what that also means? He banked on a lie for 7 years. He kept his property 7 years thinking he was going to flip it. Oh, man. Then when he went to go sell it, he didn't even make his money back. Not even close. Then the same thing happened to Lizzo. And that's how I figured out. I said, yo, they were selling them jacked up real estate, making extra profits within the sale. For those who don't get it, let me make it very, very simple. You buy the Jordans the day they drop. You pay $230 for the Jordans. You sit on them for a while. Not even that. As soon as you buy the Jordan for $230, you post them for sale for $400. But the hype is one day them Jordans gonna be worth $1,000. They're gonna worth $1,000 one day. So Floyd buys the Jordans from you for $400. Thinking one day he gonna get $100. He gonna get $1,000. Come to find out them Jordans wasn't even the best ones. Now you got to sell them for $200. Nobody want them like that. Because all Jordans ain't worth the same. He got cheated and jerked. You know what else we could see? We also have facts and proof. Floyd was not having more than one person do research on his real estate stuff. We also have proof that Floyd was not getting other people to do his jury appraisals. Now, all my smart people, y'all know this. That's why I have nothing but love for y'all. A lot of y'all know when you looking at a house, you're gonna get many people looking to that house. Okay, y'all my team, but I'm gonna get somebody else too. Get a second opinion. We have proof he wasn't doing that. Through his jewelry, he didn't do it. Through his real estate, he wasn't dealing with nobody outside his loop. They kept him in a certain space, but he wasn't spending the money for somebody else to come behind them and do the work. It's simple. If he was in this, if he had his property 7 years and never went back into it to see how much, he believed what he was told. This property gave him a $14 million loss, which means somebody got that $14 million and was straight and ran off with that. But I'm always keep telling you, Floyd is not the only one taking losses. He's just a scapegoat. That's all he is. He ain't the only one. He is not the only one. They've been all losing money since 2021. These are facts. They've been liquidating their companies. They've been liquidating assets since 2021. These are facts. Now, if I really, really go look into Floyd, we can really go see what he really been liquidating. These just two things I'm showing you. Where he says he ain't been selling no property. He sold his California property. He sold his Florida property as well. Now let's get back into the facts before we check out. Floyd Mayweather was made, y'all. You look at him back then, he was broke. He didn't have a penny. He didn't have nothing. Who invested in him? Who been behind him the whole time? Boxers got to focus on boxing. They're not highly educated. Who took care of him before he made it? Who's his mentor? All right. Floyd Mayweather was made. And there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is he portrayed to be Money Mayweather, this independent, rich genius. But that's not the case. The people behind Floyd played him. They let him portray to be this big money character. Meanwhile, they already knew he had bad investments that he was not going to find out 2 years later. Meanwhile, this property he invested in is like for say you got a rich teenager and they get their first house. That's what this is. Okay, he got candy in there, y'all. 10 rooms in this mansion. This room looks like a break room. Then this other room, this bedroom. Okay, it's a nice bedroom, it is. But a movie theater. Now, for some people that don't get it, all of this is what jacks the price up. A movie theater in it with 20 seats. Now, remember, in Floyd's mind, he thinking this mansion going to be worth $48 million. He thinking this mansion was a clean, sweet investment. He going to cash out and make a nice profit. He thought he was going to flip $25 million into $48 million. But sold the house for 11. The people that buy the house from Floyd for 11 million, they put it for sale for 38 million. But this is the home he thought was going to get $48 million. This is nothing but a souped up bar. And the main thing is souped up to me is this right here. This looked like a break room / dining room. Meaning I don't see nothing exclusive about this house. Me personally, I don't. Meaning for that money he wanted. But see, the catch is this. The people that bought it from him invested in it. You know why? They understood this house was very, very generic. They knew that. You don't got to be rich to know stuff. All you got to do is have information on stuff. You know what I'm saying? This house is generic. So they put money into it. Like, look at all the furniture in this house you can see in somebody else's house. That's what I mean by generic. I don't see no exclusive furniture where I'm like, okay, to me, it all looks generic, basic. that anybody can get that got a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Okay, any one of y'all, you worth 100,000 right now. I look at it like you can afford everything in this house. So that's how I look at it. I got my own way I look at stuff. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's a nice house, but he thought it was worth 48 million. Nope. I don't see it. So now you see why in the end he only got 11 million. All right. Now we also don't know his current money. He is facing time, y'all. He is facing some time. Floyd Mayweather did the same exact thing that Sean Kingston did. That must be repeated because Sean Kingston is in jail. Floyd Mayweather is facing a lien. He better come up with that $7 million. That's one thing. Diddy been hit with 2 felony charges, 200,000. Also, the thing y'all saw, these things are stopping him from making money. So yes, once again, all his fights have been canceled, which means he got put in a situation where he cannot make no new money. Real money, the money he needs. Now, you see how we talk about this? But they be like, he got money invested in real estate. I got real estate. But you know damn well that real estate money does not pay like that fight money. Floyd officially got 3 fights canceled. He was supposed to fight Mike Tyson. He was supposed to fight somebody in Greece. And he was supposed to fight Pacquiao. All 3 of them got canceled. He probably was also banking on those payouts. And what they trying to say, he took some money up front from that Pacquiao fight, something like that. Man, he's all jammed up. He is so jammed up. No, it's for real, y'all. That's why he online tap dancing. So y'all all got it now, man. Y'all all have it crystal clear. So you see it? I'm going to say it again for those who just pulled up. I don't think Floyd could be with 50. I think Floyd was in so much bondage. Floyd has handlers. I think Floyd was trying to get away. I think Floyd was trying to use 50 to get away. But I think Floyd also portrayed a role of somebody bigger than what he was and didn't want to tell 50, I can't leave, bro. They got me in contract. I think it was something where Floyd portrayed a role, but he couldn't tell 50 the truth. And I think that's what happened between them two. That's what I think. But now I want y'all to look at it now. I think if him and 50 would have did business, I think it would have ended up good. But I now can see Floyd couldn't do that. He could not leave. Floyd had people behind him that made him who he is. And 50, you're not just going to take him away. And you also will see, people also forget Floyd got put in jail. But you got to look at one thing. Floyd was made to be who he is. It was people behind his whole money Mayweather behavior. See, I'm trying to speak correctly. Floyd was he been in bed with some big dudes behind the scenes. Highly educated, rich people. They are his backing. So what I know the truth now about his real history is he couldn't leave. He couldn't leave because of his affiliation, who he was connected with. Let's just say he was with some dudes. If he thought he was going to leave, he might have ended up like somebody else. Get it? All right. He knew that because it was said that he ghosted 50. But I think he didn't have a choice. And maybe 50 realized that later. The whole thing is this. Floyd was perpetrating a fraud, y'all. And he never was as big as he portrayed. He was big. He was money. He was who you get what I'm saying, y'all? Y'all know his levels. The same way rappers are big, but they're not bigger than executives. That's what I mean. Floyd was big, but he was never bigger than the ones that put that money behind him from day one. Because as he was getting rich, the people that invested in him from day one was getting rich, which means they were richer before him. And in the end, I think they got richer more than him in the end. Because what he's saying his own people finessed him. It's the people that was controlling and handling his ass. Basically, Floyd been in a trap. The same people he was with, in my opinion, the same ones that jerked his ass. And that is the proof he couldn't read. Because he had so many other highly educated people around him, maybe he thought he was good and straight. Like, I'm good, I'm okay. I don't need all that. Just know somebody behind him went to Harvard University. Yes. And if you want to make it about race, a man of color, a very rich man of color that went to Harvard is behind Floyd, was behind Floyd. And my people that know, y'all already know, but I'm just making it clear for those who don't. Floyd was made, which means he was Floyd Mayweather flossing, but he didn't have that real power. To this day, what you seeing now, the truth is Floyd don't have no power, y'all. He don't have no power. He don't. He don't. His power was his backing. The same thing with everybody else. With y'all know that with Diddy now. Yeah, Diddy had power, but his real power was his backing. Right? Jay-Z got power, but his real power is his industry backing. All those executives. Get it? All those corporations. That's the real power. So now you got it. Floyd been telling fairy tales. And I'm going to tell y'all, don't listen to me. The people he got beef with are powerful people. And I'm willing to bet my life. Everybody giving Floyd a voice, y'all are rubbing people the wrong way. Because what y'all don't know is Floyd is using y'all. He's using the community for support and for leverage. But it doesn't mean the stuff he's saying is true. And by him spreading his gospel on your platform, you're rubbing people the wrong way because you don't know what's going on. Y'all think this about rap, broke, or prove you're not broke, prove. They think it's about proving stuff, but it ain't. I heard it. Some of y'all might have did. People that's rich said, we're going to put him in the dirt. And I ain't talking about death, financial dirt. They're going to bury his ass. That's why Floyd's saying this. If Floyd know exactly who's trying to put him in the dirt, he know exactly who he got smoke with. That's why I say he playing games. He know exactly who it is. Right here. At the same time, Mayweather has filed a $175 million fraud lawsuit against his former associates. He know exactly who it is. So when you see former associates, you're going to think it's some small fries, but it ain't. Just know, if he sold for $175 million, that means it's in somebody's bank account. That also means that ain't the first piece of money they got out his butt. Get it? So here you got it. And he's admitting his former associates are the ones that finessed him with the jewelry purchases and the real estate purchases. They are also low-key being accused of laundering money. So let's go. All alleged. He is also pursuing a separate $340 million lawsuit against Showtime. Floyd think he's going to sue Showtime. That's what he's messing up at. He's alleging the net worth deprived him of hundreds of millions of dollars in earnings from his blockbuster pay-per-view fights. Y'all are also exposed. You, Jermaine Dupri, all y'all. Y'all was so rich. Y'all actually look super broke now, all these lawsuits. Sony is not paying Jermaine Dupri a penny. Showtime ain't paying you a penny. Before they do that, they will dig up y'all old files. You will be explaining yourself online before you even smell a courtroom. Don't worry, the show still continues. This ain't hype, it's for real. Floyd Mayweather already sold 2 properties. He didn't want you to know that. 2024, he sold it. By 2025, them people put this house right back on that market. They bought it off Floyd for a low ticket. They waited till he got desperate. He thought he was gonna get 48. He got so desperate, he took 11.5. They bought it, fixed it up, reposted for 38. You got your proof. He was desperate. And that's why he mad. He realized he got jerked. Floyd is finally waking up to him being jerked. He actually knew for a couple years, but now he's telling. He got jerked and cheated. Because when I looked at him showing off them black cars, I'm like, something ain't right. He got all them black cars. He's showing off his jerk. I'm like, oh, let me find out Floyd and his mind think his net worth is based on his jewelry and homes. But what he don't know is all those prices are over fluctuating. In his mind, he thinking he worth this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, he ain't worth. He thinking he worth $1 billion. Meanwhile, he got 300 million worth of stuff. Meanwhile, he only sitting on 400 million worth of assets and money, but in his mind, he got $1 billion worth of stuff. That's what happened to Floyd. No. He was actually going off what he believed. He believed that house was worth 25 million when he bought it. Man, he's done, y'all. He's done. So, Floyd, I got nothing against you, bro. I just told y'all was banking on people having low IQs, and I'm just telling you, people not like that no more. And I'm saying that because I saw many people exposed with Floyd. But yeah, Floyd is sinking. He owes the IRS money right now. He can get a lead. He got criminal lawsuits against him right now. He's in a situation where he can't make no more money, no real dollars. And all you got to do is continue to watch the show. On that note, y'all, he also had been taking money and using the younger generation to get bags. Take your money off top and pay them what you feel like it. That's what he been doing to them. All right? So y'all enjoy your day. Enjoy your afternoon. Enjoy everything you can. We're going to get out of here, y'all. Floyd Mayweather was a show. Hype. It is now over with. 50 wins. How many knockouts he got? I really want to know that. Real talk. Somebody who's educated in boxing. Can you please tell me how many knockouts Floyd has? I don't know. They always say 50 wins, undefeated. I got that part. How many knockouts he got? That's all I want to know. I got a question. I assume he at least got over 10 knockouts, right? He got at least over 10 knockouts, right? All right. 1 or 2? Which one is it, Mr. Brown? 1 or 2? Are you serious? Oh, all right. Oh, that might have been something else. 26 knockouts? Okay. Hold up. 27 knockouts? Uh-oh. We got misinformation. God damn it. Okay, 27? All right. I know some of them TKOs, but okay, at least he got some knockouts. All right, I'm about to say. All right. All right, y'all. 26. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. I ain't taking it away from his boxing. But if he would have never played that Money Mayweather role, I think Floyd would have been okay, man. So hopefully a lot of y'all also learned that humility is always the way. Let people think you broke. We not in the time you got to show off what you got. It don't mean nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? It just don't. It doesn't make sense for you to show me everything you got now to cry later of what you don't have no more. All right? That's why they all consider crybabies. And when you sell the house to a crybaby, you make sure you put a room with candy in it. The other biggest joke was, y'all, Floyd Mayweather bought a mansion with a library in it. And the word is he can't read. Man, he bought a house with a library in it. Damn. We out, y'all. Appreciate everybody that's tapped in. It's been a long week. It's dry. But the real news is what you see. The reality of this crash. And don't forget, you still have time to buy your Jay-Z tickets. You still have time. I'm putting the pressure on Jay-Z fans. If you guys don't buy these tickets, you have no clue what you're doing to Jay-Z. Jay-Z ticket prices take a major hit. So there you got it. It's not just Floyd Mayweather, y'all. So don't just pick on Floyd. And I hope you ain't one of them people that just come at Floyd, but you ain't come at nobody else. That really makes you a super lame. All of them been losing money. All of them been losing deals. All of them been going through stuff. Because they thought it was just going to be Diddy. And I told them it ain't going to be no just Diddy. I told them y'all all going to take a loss. I told every last one of what's going to happen. They all going to take losses. I said some people going to rise and some people going to fall. There you got it. See 50 Cent? All right. That's all that happened, y'all. You must accept it. Remember 50 went through his drama? Y'all saw Nicki go through her drama. Y'all saw it all. But now the tables have turned. That's all that happened. That's it. It's everybody else's turn to be laughed at, dragged, humiliated, slandered. But now we see y'all been picking and choosing the whole time. And on this channel, I've been fair. Anybody that played themselves in this media, guarantee you I roasted them. And I kept telling you, it ain't my fault if they don't got good news. It ain't my fault if they not doing nothing. I will show it all, but how I'm going to show you what they ain't doing? All right? That's all I've been trying to tell y'all. I'm just going to cover the scoreboard, how it's going to be handled. Wins and losses, that is it. No favorites. Referee. Sports announcer. That's it. So I was just showing y'all as well. When they portray this race stuff and all this black, no. You have a lot of people still successful. You have a lot of people still in position winning. It's just that they're not with the shenanigans. They're not with the show. They're not with the chitlin circuit. They're not with none of that BS y'all consider cool. They don't want to be popular, and they just stand out the way, minding their business, watching their money grow and watching their families get better. Trust me, I know what's happening, y'all. I had to talk a certain way so y'all will get it. The fact that you base your life on we and us and all of us together is the same reason why y'all all gonna sink. You all in one house. But what happens when the water get cut off? We all can't wash up, all right? We're in the same house. It's hot. You ain't paid a light bill. Now we all gonna suffer this heat. Martin told y'all entered a burning house, but y'all didn't understand what that burning house was. And that's why now everybody's burning. But in this country, when you just be an independent person and think for yourself, that's when you're free. Free to make your own decisions, win, lose, or draw. So even when I failed. It's my fault. I did it. I messed up. See that? So I just want y'all to get the power of the country you in. You could be broke today, rich tomorrow, go broke again, still get it back. This is why you in the land of opportunities, y'all. You saw 50 going through bankruptcy. Y'all saw it with your own eyes. Now look at them. That's America, y'all. Now, saying 50 would have got depressed, trying to perpetrate, man, bro, act like I'm this, act in denial, front. You see what I'm saying? He would have got nothing done. So instead of 50 trying to prove to us, he's still 50 Cent this rapper. 50 Cent just went into some whole other thing and understood, I'm a hustler, let me find some new money. And that's all he did. But if he ain't find no new money, he'd be messed up too. Yes, he would. He would have been messed up too. No, y'all, certain people made certain moves. Snoop Dogg made moves. Dre made moves. Eminem made certain moves. What Eminem do? Stay out the way. What Dre do? Make his money, stay out the way. What 50 do? Make his money, stay out the way. He played around a lot, but you're going to see it's a lot of people, they made their money, they stay out the way. They don't want no problem. They ain't playing around. They ain't trying to be. That's what happened, y'all. The smart ones are still okay. It's just that they turn into ghosts. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things I use when I tell you the worst thing they did was play online. Now I want you to do this for yourself. You're going to see everybody that kept posting on your timeline, somehow, some kind of way, they either in trouble, explaining themselves, talking about themselves in the past, what they had, what they could have did, what they should have did, or somehow they don't got the same energy, and they not happy. And the key, then you know why they all broke, because they all have to hang together now. Well, you know stars stand alone. You look in the sky, it is no such thing as stars hanging together. You ever heard of a double star, a triple star? Stars don't hang together. They lost their star power. That's why they got to hang together. The effect by themselves is not the same. Get it? So as they hang together, now you're going to watch Crabs in the Barrel. Now you're going to watch, I try to throw you the life jacket. I try to jump in the water and save you. You're going to bring me down with you. Got it? That's where they at. I tell you what, one thing you know about them people when they was getting money, they always going to buy a new chain. You ain't seen no new chains, have you? Y'all enjoy y'all day for sure this time. We out.